When I think about life, I think we all have comfort zones. And I think there's 4 kinds of people in this world in terms of how they see comfort zones. So there's the first group of people, and they think that the comfort zone is a concrete barrier. And they just can't, under any circumstance, step outside of their comfort zone. They're scared, they're worried, there's just no way that they can face this concrete wall. Then we got the second group of people. And the second group of people, they see the comfort zone as this sharp fence, and their comfort zone's in front of them and it's sharp, and they know, well, I could step outside beyond this, I could climb it, but I'm gonna get hurt, I'm gonna get cut. It's going to hurt, it will be painful. Then there's the third group of people, and they see the comfort zone as this fence that's sort of malleable, it can move, it's like mesh, and they can push it and it will move a little bit. And their comfort zone will move slightly further if they push it. But when they let go, when they step out of the comfort zone, it kind of moves back. Then there's the fourth group of people. And the fourth group of people are the people you look up to. They're the movers, the shakers, the warriors of this world. And I can guarantee you that they view the comfort zone as this thing that just keeps on expanding. It doesn't stop. And once they step out of their comfort zone, the comfort zone moves a little bit further. And these people thrive on challenges, on opportunities, on fear, on discomfort, on struggle, on exhaustion. Because they know that in order to grow, in order to improve their life, they need to push this comfort zone further. They need to move and expand this comfort zone, and they need to keep on doing that over and over again. And these people started out in the first level. They started out in the group with the first people. I can guarantee you that. They viewed their comfort zone as this impossible concrete barrier that just couldn't move. They couldn't get through it. They couldn't shift it. And then they made the shift to the next stage, where it was this sharp fence like a barbed wire that was going to hurt if they stepped over it. But then they stepped over that fence and they realized, well, it wasn't actually that bad. It was uncomfortable. I got cut, but I healed. And now I'm stronger. Now I have the experience. Now my body is hardened to this comfort zone, so that next time I'm faced with the barbed wire fence, I can get through it. And then they stepped into the next group of people, where their comfort zone was like that mesh, malleable fence. And they pushed through it. And they pushed it and they stretched it. And with force and adversity, they pushed through that comfort zone. They pushed through that fence. And that fence tore. And they stepped through it. And when they stepped through that mesh fence, they became that final stage. They stepped into the stage 4, where they thrive on pushing the comfort zone after so many times of overcoming what their comfort zone was. After so many times of stepping beyond that discomfort and realizing that it wasn't that bad, because in their mind they were making this comfort zone up to be this scary thing that was going to hurt, that was going to injure them, that they weren't going to make it through. But now that they've stepped through, they thrive on it, because they know that when they step through that comfort zone is growth and everything that they want to be. And that's why fears just resonate inside of your mind, and you can't seem to get past this fear. It's because it's showing you your weaknesses. It's showing you what you're scared of. It's showing you what you need to overcome, what you need to work on. And if you don't work on that, if you neglect that, one day you'll be on your deathbed and you'll be looking back at all these fears that you never overcame. And you'll have the regret. And you don't want that regret. You don't want those fears knocking inside of your mind for the rest of your life because you're afraid to go up to the pretty girl at the coffee shop and ask her for her name and her number. You're afraid to start that business that you've been thinking about starting. You're afraid to push past your heaviest lift or your plateau in your sport. You're afraid to take on a harder class, a harder subject, a harder level of intelligence in terms of being challenged and challenging yourself. You're afraid of things, you're in your comfort zone. And you need to chase after those fears. Because on the other side of that fear, outside of this comfort zone of yours, is growth, is results, is success. And that's why these fears that you have inside of your mind are knocking and resonating so much. They're polarizing what you want, and they're creating this reaction inside of you, and you're experiencing fear, anxiety, stress, discomfort. Because who you truly want to be is on the other side of this comfort zone. And when you want to stand in success on the pedestal of life, winning, looking back at the life you've created, your fears are there stopping you. But I need you to understand, you need to go out there and begin extending your comfort zone. And every time you step out of your comfort zone, your emotions are going to be telling you, stop, this is scary, don't do this. Because humans are creatures of safety. Our brain is wired for survival. Our brain isn't required for growth. We have a 2 million year old brain that's telling us survive, survive, survive. It's not telling us grow, grow, grow. It's telling us, hey, just stay inside. Don't put yourself in discomfort. Don't put yourself where you're facing your fears. It wants you to eat and sleep and survive. It doesn't want you to get stronger and grow and become more confident and ask that girl out and start that business and make money. It just wants you to be comfortable. So to step out of that comfort zone, your brain is going to be telling you, stop, 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 stop. Your brain is going to give you things like anxiety and stress. Because your brain doesn't want to be faced with stress, it wants to face comfort. Because stress requires more energy from you. Stress requires your brain and your mind to level up, to become more active, to become more conscious. But it's a lie. Because you're a warrior, you're a human, you can handle it. Your brain can handle these challenges. Think about how far we've come as a society, what we've accomplished as a society. We've adapted. We've been faced with discomfort and we've adapted. Look at the cities around you, how much they've grown. Had we not had movers and shakers in this world who face the comfort zone, we wouldn't have massive cities around us. Think about the work that's had to go into this. And I know life is not comfortable all the time. It's uncomfortable. But you need to face that discomfort. You need to face that challenge. And when you face that for a week, a few days, a week, your brain and your body all of a sudden go, I can handle this. I can handle this discomfort. It's not that bad. I can make it through. I want you to begin to thrive on discomfort. I want you to begin to thrive as you push your comfort zone and you explore further and further outside of your comfort zone as you accomplish greater and greater things. And I want you to look back and feel how great it feels. And I want you to see how far you've come, how many times you've stepped out of your comfort zone and you've stepped over the concrete. You've walked through the barbed wire fence, you've jumped over it, and yeah, you've gotten cut, but you've gotten stronger and you've healed. And then you've walked through that malleable molding fence and you've burst through it. You've carved your own path to the point now as you step out of your comfort zone then responds to you and takes a step further. Break your comfort zone.